This is a little lesson on indirect discourse, also called indirect statement, and it's using the example of Fabulae 12.2, the Hercules story. Okay, we have 4 sentences here. Let me read this first one. Hercules dicitur fuisse valerissimus hominum. Hercules is said to have been the strongest of men. So Hercules dicitur, Hercules is said, fuisse, to have been. Now this is the perfect active infinitive of the verb to be. And it's pretty funny looking because of that weird FU stem that it has. And in it you can see that the predicate is in the nominative case, valedissimus. That's really modifying Hercules. Hercules is said to have been the strongest. So yes, strongest modifies Hercules, and Hercules is nominative singular. So Hercules valedissimus. That makes sense. But in a sense it is the predicate of this thing. And what's happening here is we have a verb of saying. When you have a verb of saying, thinking, seeing, or hearing, you can often have this indirect discourse, which puts the verb in the infinitive. And usually the subject of the infinitive goes in the accusative. And we're going to show some examples of that. So there's the infinitive. But in this case, the subject is nominative because it's also the subject of the main verb. So it's a funny little example to start with. Here's something that is more typical of indirect statement or indirect discourse. Dicunt Herculem validissimum fuisse. Dicunt Herculem validissimum fuisse. They say, dicunt, that Hercules, Herculem, fuisse, was validissimum, the strongest. So in this case, you can see fuisse, that's the perfect infinitive of the verb to be. That's the subject of the indirect statement, and the verb of the indirect statement, and the subject is Herculem, and you can see em ending there, that's accusative. So subject accusative, verb infinitive. Verb infinitive, subject accusative. And the predicate is also accusative because the predicate is always just copying the subject. So a verb of saying and then this infinitive and accusative construct here called indirect statement. Now, in direct statement, we'd have dicunt, they say, and then we would have quotation marks. And between the quotation marks, we would have Hercules in the nominative case, and then we would have the verb to be not in the infinitive, but in the indicative case. And so we'll just say, fuit valedissimus. How about that? Just a regular statement inside quotes. Dicunt, they say, quote, Hercules fuit valedissimus. Hercules was the strongest. Okay, that's direct, but we're really focusing on indirect statement here. Let's take another example now. Dicunt Herculem validissimum esse. So the only thing I've changed, and you can hear it, dicunt Herculem validissimum fuisse. That's the first one we looked at. Here's the next one we're looking at. Dicunt Herculem validissimum esse. So I've changed fuisse to esse. They say, dicunt Hercules Herculem esse is validissimum, the strongest. So I just changed the tense of the infinitive to present active. And I do that one more time in the next sentence. Next sentence, dicunt Herculem validissimum futurum esse. They say Hercules will be the strongest. Futurum esse, that's the future active infinitive. And boy, does it look weird. Futurum esse. They do that with two words instead of one. It's a compound word, right? And you can see futurum in the accusative, because it does have to modify Herculem. Herculem in the accusative, subject accusative, verb infinitive in indirect statement. And you can see here's a verb of saying, and the qualifications are verbs of saying, seeing, hearing, knowing. They take that subject accusative, verb infinitive in the statement. Once again, we could make this into direct statement. They say, dicunt, quote, Hercules, subject nominative, validis mus, predicate also nominative, futurus. Oh, I'm not going to use an infinitive here. I'm thinking crazy. Just use the future active indicative, and that is erit. Remember that one? Hercules erit validissimus. Hercules will be the strongest. In quotes, dicunt, they say.